Alright, I have 1 hour today to try to build a Talos. As you can see here, I have some built and magnetized some parts, but there are some parts that I regret magnetizing, so I'm just going to try to see what I can do to make it better. I think my magnets are not strong enough, but I have no choice. The I only have one size of magnet that's big enough for the citadel drill bit to fit, and I only have this much left. And then I also have these bigger ones that I will try to magnetize the river jet bike. So yeah, I don't have much time, but I will try to see if I can fix this together, everything in 1 hour. Talos. The thing about this is I'm actually not sure if I should magnetize everything, because I will definitely not be able to build a Chronos, magnetize it into a Chronos, because I actually need all that parts to kit bash the extra parts on a Crypt Horror into a Grotesque. Grotesques are very old models, and they are also monoposts, and you need a lot of it. Yep. So yep, I definitely won't be able to build a Chronos. Yeah, let's get started. So I need 1, 2, and 3. At this point of time, building a Drukhari unit is starting to feel very habitual. I kind of get used to like cutting sprues, and for this whole week, all I've been building was Talos, Venoms, Raiders. Yeah. Anyway, for these parts, I've realized that I don't actually need to remove the extra sprue bits that much, because you can see it anyway. You are not able to see it that much. And this part, I also don't really have to remove, sand too much, because this thing is going to get glued into here. I just need to make sure that it's not too much in the way. So this side downwards, and this one will go in like that. Easy. The first time I built this, I had so much trouble trying to figure out which is the right way to fit. I find the Coven unit, Humunculus unit are very how should I put it? Very confusing to build. They look pretty funny at first, but then all you have to do is just figure out which one should go where. I am going to have a lot of trouble later on, especially during the magnetizing part. Still trying to figure out what is the best way and proper way for me to magnetize everything. Yeah. So this here. Ta-da! But this one, not sure whether I should try to take it out a bit. Eh. If there are glue coming out here, then when I sand this, it's going to look very funny. Yeah. So now I need the chest piece. Which is this one. And my magnet keeps sticking. Okay, this one. And also this part, I don't actually need to remove too much of the molars. That's the fun part of Drukhari unit, I guess, is that some parts, they are not like Space Marines where we have very obvious flat lines that when more lines are not removed, they become very obvious. But as for like Talos, these first few pieces are pretty much straightforward. And even these parts will be, I've forgotten, these parts are all going to be glued with something else. So it's not that important to remove the more lines. Sorry, not more lines. Extra sprue bits. I'm not sure what's the exact term to call it. But anyway, this one. Goes off. And let's just cut these 7 and 8. Where is 7 and 8? These two. Right. I actually really cannot wait for the new codex to come out, and I'm also excited to maybe I'm very excited to paint all these units, but I also think of just trying a few games with unpainted models, because I am that excited. Finally, I'm not playing something Space Marines. This is, yeah, by the way, this is my first non-Space Marine units. The reason I chose Drukhari is because of that. And I was torn between two units, either the Drukhari or the Craft Worlds, or actually the Harlequins. But the seasoned players in my area just told me that the Harlequin are one of the hardest factions to play. Let me check something. And so I was thinking about it, like, should I actually go for Harlequins? And I actually almost bought a start collecting box for the Craft World. Craft World's Elder. And yeah, I really like playing Psychic, and at that time my friend was also playing Tau, so I was thinking like, if I'm playing Psychic, then maybe, yeah, Tau doesn't have any cycle, I'm not sure whether Tao has any abilities that deny psychic, but okay, this part. Yeah, I'm not sure if Tao has any ability that deny psychic. Yeah, so I was really torn between these three: Crawford, Elda, Kali Queens, and Drukhari. And then I was looking at the units and I find the craft worlds a bit plain looking. Most of the units look just that faceless guys, and then the big units are the Wraith Lord, which also looks like a bigger version of the I've forgotten what the troops are called. They all have that faceless body and the red outfit thing. So, and then I was looking at Harlequins, and I like their version of the river jet bikes. Not sure what it's called. Then I was looking at how to paint them that jet bike thing. Is it called Skyrunner? I forgot. And yeah, that triangular shape, it seems like a good challenge for a beginner painter like me to try and paint. But then I look at Drukhari and immediately I was like, oh, this is for me. This is what I wanted. Anyway, let me just get straight through the magnetizing part. What I definitely will need to do is to drill the hole here before gluing in the carapace there for the arms, because you have multiple choices of arms, but the arms I can only choose one of the arm, whether to have to equip him with what weapon. So I'll just give the Talos some random weapon on their hands just to be able to differentiate between one and another. So yeah, and then he has another weapon, the chain flail. Yeah, that and this one will be magnetized. So everything is there's a hole here and another center here. It's getting really tiring. My arms. No, not arms, my thumb. This part. Weak muscle right there. Is that enough? Not sure whether I should go all the way in or just... Okay. I went all the way in. Okay. Done this. Then maybe I should just glue this part here first. just to not waste time. Yep. Next part, gluing the face. Let's do some face here. Which one? I will choose. What face do I can feel? This guy. Straight line. Is that straight line? I'll choose the one. I will get this face. Ah! I'll choose this one. The face, so glue that face. I tend to have the face glued in a very awkward angle. Is it actually supposed to be like that? Yeah, it looks straight to me. So now comes to the other part of gluing the arm. Yeah, okay, the thing about Talos is they are actually very easy to build. They might look confusing, but they are actually sorry, excuse me. They are actually very easy to just build and glue, but they have so many weapon options that when you start to magnetize them, they take a long time. That's the only part that's making it very hard. So for magnetizing this I figure out that if you want to centralize the hole as much as possible, there's this sharp edge that if you take a screw cutter and you just chip off that center part, you are going to drill pretty much at the center there, rather than having to like hook on the center part and then missing out by a few millimeters. But this one I find it much more easier to get a grip and drill. My method of drilling it is to actually count. Yeah, if you notice, I get really quiet when I'm drilling it. That's because I'm actually counting down 15 to 20 seconds when drilling this, and that's about the right time uh, and the right hole size for the magnets to actually sit in quite flushed into the recesses of where I drill the holes. So let's do it again, 15 to 20 seconds. Just let me remove the extra annoying stuff. That 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes the drill bit becomes a bit blunt from like glue marks or something that dried up on the tip. So I'll just use my pen knife to remove the extra stuff. Then we can drill it again. Let's give it like 5 to 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A bit more. I think just a bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we have the arm. So now comes the confusing part. So this one, I found the method to actually put magnets in there. There, now it's flush. And then I use my fingers to, or use this maybe, to make it sit inside. Not sure whether I'll still need to drill some more. There's the magnets. Then I need to drill some more space in there. Like enough space. Let's try it again, see whether this one can sit even more flushed. Looks better. Yeah, this one is better. We'll do it for the other side. This one is even more flush, but yeah, it doesn't matter. We just want to make sure that the magnets can stay without coming out. So I just need these 2 glue marks, and then let it like dry out for a few seconds. So what I do is put the other magnets in here, so they are sticking it. Now you have the correct polarity. What you just need to do now is put it in the hole. Just make sure the glue don't oops. Yeah, now the magnets are in here. Oops. Okay, I need to do that again, second time. And my X-Acto knife are not that strong anymore. So let's do it again. Okay, this one is sitting quite flush. Just making sure not to push it too hard or it will just okay. Now for the other one, if I push it too hard then it will just go back into the hole. And that was the mistake I did for the previous one. I glued the carapace first, and then there's one magnet stuck inside here. So this is the other one. That's for me. Yeah. Easy. Not sure why I took some time. Okay, now it's flushed. So now, put it like that. It's now magnetized. Easy, right? Very, very easy. It just takes a lot of time. So now comes the harder part. Splinter cannons, haywire blasters, and you have 4 weapons to magnetize. But I'm not going to waste too much time. I'll just need the haywire blasters actually, but at the same time everything is here, so I'm just going to take all of these. Cut everything and glue everything, but magnetizing later on, because the other weapons I don't have any idea how good they are. I keep hearing people mention that haywire blasters are the way to go, so yeah, I'll just do haywire blasters. One, two, and this is the third one. And then the last one, some weapons. Splinter cannon, this one I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, I'm still figuring out which weapon is which, because it's all pretty new to me. Hopefully I can recognize them soon. This one and this. Yeah. Then I will just glue the haywire blasters, which are these two. Actually, I'm just going to glue them all. It's pretty straightforward. So glue. What's going on here? Okay, done. And then this one. And then the antenna looking thing. Okay. And then the last one, the most iconic looking thing, and yeah, I can already tell what this is. This is the splinter cannons, splinter blasters cannons. This is like the bolt rifle of the Space Marines, except that they do other different things, but they seem to be everywhere. So I think, yeah, that's all for today. I will continue the next part, maybe later on at night. I'll see how. Okay, see you.